Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Adriana and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about my Netflix recommendations. This isn't ranked, it's just what I have written down. Surviving Escobar. So I really like that show. It has only one season, but there's 60 episodes. I can't remember how long they are, but it's really good. I wrote down a summary, that way I wouldn't forget, because I wanted it to be fresh in my mind as soon as I finished this show. First things first, the show is in Spanish, so you will have to read subtitles. Second, this show is based off a true story where Pablo Escobar's #1 hitman, John Jairo, aka they call him Popeye, or JJ, works from the prison, continuing his business on the outside. So his business, killing people, getting drugs across. Basically, he just transports drugs and kills people that get in his way. This is also based on a book he wrote called Surviving Pablo Escobar. I haven't read it yet and I really want to, but if I do read it, let me know if you guys want book recommendations as well, because I love to read, so I'm trying to get back into reading and I thought it would be really good to read it. Obviously it's a show, so they did change some things to make it more dramatic to really appeal to the audience. Everything sucks. It only has one season because it got canceled, unfortunately, but it still is a good watch. In the 1990s, where a girl is confused about her sexuality and a boy who loves to film taking after his absent father. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I think this show is really important because it gives different perspectives. So what I meant by that is that back in the 90s, people weren't really out as much as they are today. So I just thought it was really good, especially since the kids are in high school, they're freshmen. I would recommend that one just to watch, because I've seen it on Netflix a whole bunch of times, but I've never actually clicked on it, and so I actually did watch it and I did like it, and I was disappointed that they weren't making another season, but I still would recommend watching it. 7 Seconds, but it only has one season. 7 Seconds is about a boy who was killed by a cop, and the mom tries to find justice for him because the cops try to cover it up, and in the end it doesn't work the way the mother wants it to. But I thought it was really good because it kind of changes your point of view. I'm not saying police are bad or whatever, and that all police are like that, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just really intriguing to me, so I really loved watching that. Then 10 out of 10 would recommend. Switched, it's good. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10, but I thought it was good just because this show gives a plot twist and leaves you wanting to know more. A girl who is envious of another girl due to her popularity and lifestyle decides to switch lives with the girl who has it all. I definitely recommend this show, even though you have to read the subtitles. It's still a good show, and would highly recommend this show to everyone. I guess I did really like it. Looking back at it, maybe if I watched it again I would still like it, but I don't really want to watch it again. But I still liked it because it was crazy. It just threw me off. If you have not seen Ted Bundy yet, watch that. I really like that one. It obviously is based on a real story, but if you haven't watched it, I would watch it. I put it off for the longest time, and I watched it in October. I don't remember when it came out onto Netflix. It's a movie, and I said this during Zac Efron as Ted Bundy, a crazed killer. I recommend this movie to everyone. I think it's very interesting. If you guys don't know who Ted Bundy is, he was I can't remember if he was a serial killer. I wrote he was a crazed killer, so basically he manipulated women around him and got to a specific girl that he wanted, and she ended up being dead. And if I'm wrong, correct me. I can't really remember, it's been a while. The Umbrella Academy, and it's one season. I think there's another season coming out. This is one season and it has 10 episodes. It doesn't seem really interesting at first, but once you get into it, it's you want to know more. So I wrote, this show is about people who were born on the same day and they all have superpowers. They all come together on their childhood at their childhood home to try to find a way to prevent the end of the world. When I first started watching this show, I wasn't really interested, but as I kept watching, I couldn't get enough. I highly recommend. There's a man who adopts them all, and he makes them train because he knows they have superpowers. And the person who adopted them, the dad or whatever, he ended up killing himself, but he was actually killed by someone else. Kids try to find out who it is, while one of their siblings tries to explain to them that the end of the world is coming and that they have to try to prevent it. And I can't wait for the second season to come out. Nurses Who Kill. This is one season and it has 10 episodes in it based on real events. Each episode is about a nurse who kills, and each episode has a different nurse who's a serial killer. It gives you just reenacted scenes and details, as well as the whole storyline on how they became nurses who kill. Thought that was really interesting. I don't believe every nurse is like that, but I thought it was an interesting documentary to watch. So each episode is different, so it's not the same nurse in all 10 episodes, it's different nurses. Bates Motel. So I really, really liked this show. It's 5 seasons, 5 out of 5 would recommend. It's crazy, intriguing, and a must watch. So it's based on a mother and her son move to a new town, a new state, and the mother and son take over this motel because the house and the motel were cheap altogether, because she bought it from the bank because it was taken from someone else. And basically her son is a serial killer, but he doesn't know it, and he doesn't know when he does these things, and it really messes with his head because he thinks that it's someone else that does it. It's just really good. I'm sorry, I suck at explaining my Netflix recommendations. If you have time, watch these. I love all of these. Stranger Things, if you're a fan of Stranger Things and you've seen all of them, you can just skip this part. Season 3 I recently watched, and I really, really love that show. I don't know, it's just something about it that just really intriguing. And 5 out of 5, I highly recommend. Plot twist, unexpected, binge-worthy, and I was bawling at the last episode. And if you know what happens, don't ruin it for anyone else, obviously, but I bawled. And I recently saw the season 4 teaser trailer. I'm super excited. I can't wait for it to come out. I would just definitely recommend, if you haven't even seen Stranger Things, I would watch it. It's basically these kids that come in contact with another world. It's called the Upside Down, and I don't know how to explain it, and I'm sorry that I suck at explaining what the show is actually about, but if you most likely know what Stranger Things is. The show You is really good. I love that show, and if you don't know about this show, I don't know what to tell you. But basically, it's a man who falls in love with a woman, stalks her like crazy because he loves her, and blah blah blah. Season 2 is just so good. It's like crazy. 5 out of 5 would recommend. Binge-worthy, plot twist, and it keeps you on your toes. It's like that last season. The second season freaking blew my mind, and I can't wait for season 3 to come out. I don't even know when it's supposed to come out, but it's just so crazy. When I finally had the time to actually watch it, oh my gosh, I sat on the couch watching 5 episodes in one sitting. So definitely recommend that one. On my blog, if you have not seen that, it's really good. It's about, season 3 comes out March 11th. That's next week. So definitely recommend that show. It's really funny. It's based in California, and it has gangs involved, kids, money, and all of these crazy factors. I would really recommend watching that. I really love that show. So if you need some Netflix shows to watch, these are the ones that I recommend. I don't even know how many that was, but these are the ones that I would recommend you watching. I think that they are definitely worth your time. So that's all I have. Thank you. I'm trying to get used to filming. It's really hard for me because I don't do this on a daily as much as I want to, but thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to put on your post notifications if you want to know when I post another video, because I don't post a schedule, so I kind of post whenever I get the chance to film and edit. I upload my next video. Go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one, and thank you for watching.